Today we're going to be looking into the Lonesome trend, so let's get straight to it. Hey trader devs, my name's David and welcome to my channel where I go through trading strategies that I find on the web and YouTube, and then I code them to backtest them to debunk the bad ones and find the good ones. Today we're going to be looking at a trading strategy that I found on the YouTube channel Trader Landing, which is a SuperTrend, sort of different look into a SuperTrend using pivot points. The indicator was actually created by Lonesome the Blue, which is actually one of my favourite indicator creators on the Point SuperTrend community. So let's go back and test that. So I guess the best thing is to get straight over to my computer and have a look at that. But before I go over to my computer, I actually have an announcement to make, which is a giveaway. On the 7th of December, I'm going to be doing a big giveaway where I have found partners with 3Commas, Wonderbit, Connect. I have a TradingView and all of these kind of people. I have Kite Crypto that have, and Jason Casper that have all given us loads of wonderful goodies for us to give away. So if you are not already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, and also you can find more information about the competition or the giveaway down in the links below in the description. So let's get over to my computer and have a look at this trading strategy. Okay, here we are on my computer, and here giving credit as where credit is due. This trading strategy was presented to me by Trader Landing, a great YouTube channel that goes through manually, one of the better ones that I actually like, goes through manually all of the trading strategies and gives you ways of improving it, etc. Different to mine where I code, but he does it manually. This one was a trading strategy using Pivot SuperTrends. Okay, one thing I do like about Trader's Landing's page is his daily polls. Recently he asked the question, which I'm going to put into a nutshell: what is more important to you, a high win rate, or a good risk to reward ratio system? Personally, I prefer a good risk to reward, even if I'm losing quite a few trades, because I'm always using very small stop losses. What do you prefer, big win rates or high risk to reward? Why don't you put that down in the comments below? That way I get a better feeling of how I can go forward in the future as well. Right, let's get over to TradingView. Okay, here we are on TradingView, where we're going to be adding a couple of indicators to create this trading system today. The first one is the Pivot Point SuperTrend by Lonesome the Blue. To do that, you literally have to go up here. I'm going to copy and paste, that'll be easier for me. Copy and paste, you literally go up to the FX up here, and you type in what you're looking for. We're looking for Pivot Point SuperTrend, so you add that by clicking it to the actual to your chart. Then we're going to be adding an EMA. Now I need to scroll quite a lot down because there it is. It's in the built-ins, moving average exponential. Right, so if you click, I've got them there. They've all been set up, ready to go. The EMA is set to 200. So to do that, you just literally press the cog button and press length, type in length 200. Now that gives us our trend direction. It's the blue line on the screen. The pivot point trends are these ones here, the blue, the green and the yellow sell and buys. Now to get an entry, what we're actually looking for, I'm going to cherry pick very quickly a good entry so that we can see. Let me find one here. It's a bit hard to find actually. A good selling opportunity. Okay, there's a good opportunity. Right, now like I said, I'm going to cherry pick just so I can prove to you that they give you the example of the system, not prove to you anything. And then we'll code this to find out if it works in backtesting. So a good entry would be this one here, where we've got a sell underneath the blue line, which is the 200 EMA. Now I always wait for the second candle after the sell, because that's where it is confirmed to stop us from getting repainting problems. Repainting is when the sell could actually just disappear because the candle goes in a different direction. So you always have to be careful of that when manually trading. Our stop loss will be on that red line there, and then we're looking for a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, which unfortunately, even though I cherry picked, it didn't actually make it, I don't believe. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this one actually won, but there's the example. But we're actually on the 5-minute Bitcoin here. Here seems to be a good example just here. Okay, so we have a good example here. Like I said, cherry picking makes it easy in retrospect, but in live trading makes things a lot harder. So it's best to, for me, I think it's best to connect these things to bots so that it's actually a bot that's taking the decision, takes out all human emotion, etc. Right, okay, so there's our entry, and we're looking for a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, which that one easily got. Okay, fantastic. So there is the trading strategy. The EMA has to be below price action for a long and above for a short, and then we're looking for the sell to short the market and buy to long. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to code this, and I'll be back in a couple of seconds. I'm going to click on the curly brackets here. That's going to give me the code, and then we're just going to create a strategy so that where it all works together. We can also add other indicators thanks to my boilerplate to get more confidence, and also connect it to bots.
You ain't say that shit back. It's kind of hard to just trust you when both your feelings don't match. Got me showing less emotions, I don't want to get attached. Once I give you my word, I swear it ain't no going back. Once I give you my heart, you better keep that shit intact. Instead of
back up my computer, and I've come up with the strategy. So if I click this here, that would have given you a slight preview before we got there. Right, okay, so as you can see here, we have the strategy set up correctly the way it is. It's getting in on buys over that 200 EMA, which is that nice blue line. I'm going to remove these ones here. It's actually a green line on mine when we're above, and the line actually goes red when we're below. Just makes it a little bit more visual so you can see. We're still on the 5 minute. We have a 1-to-2 risk to reward. So what's actually happening here is the stop loss is being put exactly on that super trend there, and we're looking for a risk to reward of 2. So you can set up all of that in the settings. As you hear, the stop loss is set to custom because custom is the super trend, and then we're looking for an RR. And if you go down here, you can put your profit factor risk to reward of 2. I have set to use moving averages here, and it actually uses the 5th moving average, as you can see in the question mark here. Uses the 5th one here, so we're above the 200 EMA, which is giving us that line. Okay, so that's pretty. Okay, now that that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to go and look at the back testing results on. So let's have a look at some of those results. Okay, so if I go here, okay, as I expected on the default settings, we're actually losing 2.2%. We've managed to go through 137 trades. We have a percent profitable of 129, that would be nice, 29.2%, and profit factor of 0.64. So as I said, I was expecting this to be like this because of the slight difference in the trading systems, but I know that if we go over to the 24-minute instead, that gives us a little bit more information for each candle. We've managed to get that down to a net loss of 0.44. Now, I've been playing around with the settings for quite a bit of time here, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the settings that I've come up with. Okay, so as you can see, that's a lot better. We have a net profit of 101, exactly the same trading system, just we've added a couple more indicators for confluence. We've got 43.56 profitable trades and 101 trades tested. So it isn't too bad for back testing. I think that you need to test it on different pairs, also on different dates before actually trading this kind of strategy, but it's given us a little bit of food for thought. Let's have a look at what I've actually changed. Okay, so the risk to reward I've actually taken down to 1.8, so risk to reward using the same stop loss but 1.8. I've then also added a couple of indicators for confluence. We've stayed on the 200 EMA, and if you go down, I've added the ADX above line of 20. Now if you take off the ADX actually is an absolutely fantastic indicator that manages to move a lot of bad trades. As you can see, that's given us a lot more trades but a lot less profit. So there you go, ADX we'll leave on. And then if you go down, I've also got the flat market indicator, which I've set to 18. Same sort of indicator as ADX. It helps to filter out bad trades. If we remove that one there, it's giving us a 94 and 114 trades. So it hasn't got rid of many, but it has actually worked. So it may be worth leaving it on there. Okay, so the other ideas that I had was using something like multi-profit lines, or just taking up to 0 the stop loss after a certain amount of time. Now to do this on my indicator, we take multiple profits. And I've taken first take profit as 1% and second take profit as 1%. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I actually don't really want to take profit. All I want to do is take the stop loss to break even at when we get to a third of the position. So if I do this, I click there, we can actually... So what we're doing is we're actually just faking to the back tester that we're actually taking profit, but we're really not. We're just moving that stop loss up to take break even. So let's click on there. And as you can see, what's happening here is we now have a 95% of net profit, which is slightly less, but as you can see, we now have 206 trades and we have 75.24% profitable. So that's considerably more profitable. The thing that's most important is that we're actually risking less because we're taking our stop loss back to 0. So we're not losing money, and the most important part of trading is protecting our capital. Okay, just for a last test, what I've done is I've gone to winrate.io to see whether this is tradable. I've taken the 77% profitable trades here, and then I've taken the average winning trade here, which is 1.4, and then the average losing trade, which is 2.7. So a much higher stop loss than the actual take profit. So exactly here. Then we've added $1,000 balance. And what I've done is I've done 100 trades. Actually, it was more than that. It was 188 trades. So let's go 188. We're on Bybit. I've done 10 licks leverage because I think they won't work it otherwise. And we're going to press run strategy. So as you can see, every time you press it, it actually is profitable. So I could do this 100 times. I tend to do it as much as possible before actually trading it to make sure it actually works. Okay, so that could be a profitable strategy. So you don't always need the stop loss to be bigger than the actual take profit if you've got a humongous win rate. If we would have taken off the multiple take profits here, would it still be the same? I do not know, but let's give it a go very, very quickly. So at 45, if we go here, we got 45. And the average winning trade was 6% and 6.5%, 6.6% and 3.5. 6.6 and 3.5. And then we had I think it was a 45% win rate. Now would this work? A lot less chance of it actually making you any money. When it does make money, it makes a lot of money. Now if I take this down to 5x leverage, it sort of gives you the same sort of results as the other one. So yeah, it seems that this one needs a higher win rate to actually make you any money. So with this one, you have to probably take multiple take profits to protect your capital before it actually hits the stop loss. But it seems quite a good idea to me. It actually seems not too bad of a strategy. Well done, trader landing, for this strategy. Anyway, I think that's about all I've got time for today, guys. So don't forget the competition. Well, the giveaway, it's not a competition. The giveaway, all you have to do is follow links down in the description to enter. Download this trading strategy, which you can connect to bots, etc. on my Discord. Also, the links are down in the description. Don't forget, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you either on Wednesday or Friday. And without further ado, keep safe, keep coding, and have a good day. Goodbye.